What's up, guys? So this is a regular convenience store here in Senegal. Pretty much all the stuff that you would get in a regular
They got a frozen
store,
yogurt.
except none of the name brands that you would recognize, but it's all the same stuff: toothpaste, toothbrushes, all the soaps, and all that stuff. Pretty much everything that you get, except, like I say, just different name brands, all European or French stuff. So we're here getting the kids some ice cream, and that's what you get. They do have a lot of bottled water, though. Until next time.
Look,
All right, guys, we are here at the
it's
hotel.
melting so fast.
We're here at the El Hotel here in Senegal, and we're sitting out in the terrace,
Courtyard.
in the courtyard, eating ice cream.
Oh, hurry up, it's melting.
Everybody's getting a little snack because, well, they deserve it. They've been living in the heat for 3 or 4 days.
And it's still 10 o'clock at night,
On me.
82 degrees.
So yeah, anyhow, so there's a couple things that I didn't hit on as far as our move here. One thing that I didn't mention in full was the second time, well, actually the third time that we tried to get on a plane to come to Senegal. We actually had a problem then. And what happened was, when we got to New York, we boarded pretty easily in Colombia. Once we got to Atlanta, we were good. Switched planes in Atlanta and made it to New York. That night, when we got to New York, it was time to board, which we only had about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to board. The people from Senegal that were doing the check-in before you got on the plane, it was this really nice lady, looked at our paperwork halfway and said, no, you guys can't board, you can't get on the plane because you took your test too early, and you have to have a 5-day window, which we were on our 4th day, not on our 5th day. So they told me to stand to the side and wait as everybody else boarded, which really was not what we wanted, because my dad would need to board first. Anybody that has any type of issue, they always board first. And turned out that we had to board last because they had me waiting for what I don't know. So I stood and waited for about 30 minutes while everybody else got to board. Finally got to me. Actually, they didn't even get to me. I had to position myself in an area where they would have to look at me and have to acknowledge me. So there was one guy there that actually asked me, well, what are you waiting on? So, well, you guys told me to wait. I'm standing here with 7 COVID tests, 7 passports, and 7 boarding passes in my hand. He looked at it and he said, oh yeah, you guys are good. Yeah. And the other 2 people were like, no, he's not good. No, they have to. So he looked at the paper and he was like, look, they're good. And they allowed us to board the plane. So that was one thing. And so you gotta understand, this makes the 3rd time that we're getting to somebody who's telling us that we can't come overseas. The first time it was a flat out no. The second time was a flat out no. All the while we're renting a 15 passenger van, going out thinking that we have everything we need. And this is not me dropping the ball. This is me calling the airlines ahead of time, making sure we didn't need a COVID test. Get there, find out, oh yeah, you do have to have it because everything's computerized. Go back to Columbia, throw that $300 in the trash, get the COVID test, wait on the results, which can be anywhere between 2 to 5 days. Oh, well, the place that we got our COVID test, anybody under 8 can't get their test there. We had to find somebody in town to get a COVID test for the young guy, 8 years old, Jacob. Got that done. Rent the van again, go back to Charlotte, hour and a half drive, piling people in the truck, piling all the clothes and baggage and stuff into the truck. All the while my dad has to take this bumpy hour and a half ride all the way to Charlotte, get there and get denied again. And all of this without losing your temper, because you don't want to get banned from flying on the plane, and they can do that within a second. If they don't like your attitude, you're done. So you got to swallow that, come back to town and try to figure something else out. So the second time that I got banned, I told myself that's it for trying to go to Gambia. Instead, let's go to another country that's nearby, a country I can drive from. So we decided to come to Senegal. Now, what happens to the money that I spent on the tickets? You're talking about $8,000 in tickets. What do? If you wait too long, your COVID test is done. You wait for a refund. So I felt like I was going to be playing catch up for months if I waited for my refund. So I had to decide what was going to be the smartest thing to do, what was going to be the most effective thing to do to get to Gambia. And in my estimation, I told myself I would rather risk not getting the refund and land in Gambia losing $8,000 versus trying to wait, get another COVID test, maybe don't even get the refund, and now you got to take the test again, rent the van again, go back again, and you never know, if the test results come back 4 days, you have to remember you have to schedule your flight before the COVID test. You can't schedule the flight after the COVID test because the COVID test only lasts 3 days. So I said, you know what? On my way back, I canceled the tickets that they wouldn't let us board on, and I immediately called the airline again, or the travel company again, traveling company, and I booked 7 tickets for $9,000 and hoped that I would get my refund back. And that worked, because the very next day I got a plane ticket for all of us, and we got on the plane. Now, will I get my money back? I don't know, but I'm not going to waste time calling the airline. I'm not going to waste time calling the travel agency. I called my bank and I told them I'm disputing the charges because I paid for something that I didn't get services for. And it's not my fault. I wasn't late for my flight. I was early. I was 3 hours early. So if you don't let me on the plane, that's fine. If those are your rules, those are your rules. Give me my money back. So we'll see how that works. Aside from that, that was mainly one thing that I didn't show on the previous videos. That was a big trial. I wasted a lot of money because the first time that I was denied a flight, I had to pay $125 per person to rebook the flight. Not to mention I had to eat the charges and fees for that renting that van the first time and the second time. So you're talking about losing $1,200 for something that was not my fault. Because, like I said, I called the airline. They told me I didn't need it. The second time I got it, they said, well, you have the COVID test and it shows when you took the test, but it didn't show when you received the results. So we lost that again. But alhamdulillah, we're here in Senegal now. We're doing good. You know what I'm saying? We're enjoying this vacation here in Senegal in the hotel, and eating ice cream and chilling and relaxing. But the journey's not over, because now we have to go to the border of Gambia and see what are they going to require for us to get into the country. And that's going to be a whole nother adventure. And mind you, they can tell us anything over the phone. Once I rent a 15-passenger van and go to the border, the story can change right there. What does that mean? I lose the money to the van. I take my dad through an 8-hour trip that he didn't need to go through. A lot of things are at stake making this move to go to Gambia in this pandemic. So if the pandemic is still going on when you guys watch this video, the best thing for you to do is check, recheck, double check, and triple check all the information, all the requirements, everything you need in reference to COVID, because COVID is throwing everything up. And that's about it. That's all for now. We'll get back with you guys once we head to the border. See you then. We're here in the hotel in Senegal. Still, we're probably going to be leaving out of Senegal tomorrow, heading to Gambia. It turns out that it's a possibility that we don't even have to take another COVID test. We can use the one that we arrived with here in Senegal. So that's good news. We don't have to stay a whole nother week waiting on test results possible. But I wanted to show this video because before I got here, people were saying, you know, basically these African countries, Gambia and, you know, Mauritania and whatever that country's name is, and Gambia is not gonna have the same products that America has, but it'll be something similar, which partially is true. What we found out is that most of the products here, at least a lot of the products here, are not just similar, they're better. I got a couple examples, like this for instance is a half of a paper towel. And this paper towel is so strong. This is something that we got off the side of the road, you know, under a tent. Not expensive, nothing special about it, but this thing almost has like 3 plies. It's 2 plies, but this second ply here is actually as thick as 2 of these. Super, super strong, super absorbent, and if not cheaper than Bounty. And like this regular Coke, I don't know if you can see the writing on it. This is a Coke that's a imported product from France. This is Coke Zero. It says 0 sucrose. This Coke is so strong that I believe the amount of caffeine that's in this is probably in a liter of Coke in America. Also, outside of our hotel, we have in that little terrace that we sit in with the tables, there's actually coconut trees out there, and I think banana trees as well. So one of the workers actually chopped down a couple of coconuts for Yazid and Pam and my mom while I was gone, and he drilled a little hole in there and allowed them to drink the coconut milk inside. And yeah, straight from the tree right into their stomachs. So it's pretty cool. We actually got to taste some of the local fruits and stuff right here at the hotel. But yeah, so just a quick video to show you, you know, some of the things that we ran into. It looks like not only are we gonna be able to get the same type of things we had in our country, but I think they're gonna be a lot better as far as quality. So as I run across them, I'll post them and let you guys see some of the stuff we got. Till then, see you later.